factory Ducati 1-2 on the grid for the first time since this very race 3 years ago with Jorge Lorenzo and Andrea Dovizioso. Jack Miller goes from second, ahead of World Championship leader Fabio Quartararo in third. Keep an eye on Marc Marquez, the anti-clockwise circuit specialist, from a season best fourth, ahead of Jorge Martin and Aleix Espargaro. Jack Miller fired up, pumped and ready to go from the middle of that front row. The third row features the world champion Joan Mir, Paul Espargaro, and a season best qualifying and an outstanding rookie year for Enea Bastianini. Further back, Johan Zarco heads row 4. He's the only rider that's gone for the medium front tyre. He's on that fourth row with Taka Nakagami ahead of his 200th Grand Prix start. Brad Binder also goes from row 4. Keep an eye on Alex Marquez on the podium here last year. He goes from row 5 in 14, and also Alex Rins with a lot of work to do coming from 20th, and also Maverick Vinales, of course, ahead of his factory Aprilia debut here in Aragon.
13,500 fans here in northeastern Spain. Is it me, Matt? Are the nerves jangling a little more than often?
I don't know why. It's just, yeah, there is a sense, isn't it, that this is a high pressure cooker atmosphere. I don't know why, but yeah, there is sort of a special feeling in the air, like we're going to get treated to a real epic battle here today.
In MotoGP in the modern era, any bike can win, any rider can win. That's just how good they are. Is it Marc Marquez to return? Of course, he wasn't here last year. He's unbeaten in 4. Morbidelli and Rins the winners here in Aragon last season.
And we just saw that graphic there, didn't we, previously? Fabio Quartararo, a podium here today, and he overtakes the great Christian Saron as the most successful Frenchman in terms of Premier Class podiums. So not that he needs any incentive, Fabio Quartararo, to get a top 3 here today, but just another little bit of motivation for him.
Jack Miller was getting fired up on the grid, punching his chest as ever. He then took a look round behind him. They'll all be chasing him. Marc Marquez, of course, starting from that second row, has been aggressive in the first laps of the last couple of GPs.
Well, the competition was wide open last time in Silverstone. 6 manufacturers in the top 6 places for the first time since the Yugoslavian Grand Prix way back in 1972.
This is how it looks in the championship. Regardless as to what happens today, Quartararo will take a big lead into Mazzano next week, but can these guys claw anything back off him? Mir and Bagnaia look the 2 most likely to do damage if they can. Big old stoppy there from Pecco Bagnaia as well, getting some heat into those discs before we go racing. Here is the World Championship leader, Fabio Quartararo. Davide Tardozzi knows how big today is for him and his team.
Yeah, Ducati, a factory Ducati rider, has not won from pole position since Andrea Dovizioso did it in Brno 3 years ago, back in 20.